Okay. Continue. So, I guess it cut me off, right? So, I was talking about my anklet bell. It was a little cheap, you know. But it's got a whole bunch of little bells on it. And I ordered one to see how it was. And I think that next month I'm going to order a few more, right? I got a few more colored bikinis. Oh my God, I actually found these fly high socks. They're made for big, freaky Frankenstein Amazon girls like me. And at 6'4", these socks actually come up halfway up my thigh, And I think they well went further, except now the estrogen is beginning to make me beefy. My thighs are so thick. I could take my legs apart to where they're like in a V shape, and my thighs still kind of touch all the way up near my booty, because my thighs are getting thicker. I got better at picking the clothes, and like my blanket here, my Osagi moon pattern, and the 25 panties I got with that pattern on it. It seems to be my happy place. Sailor Moon makes me happy. I'm watching season 1 of Sailor Moon right now. And so anyways, I'm almost done with the living room. I need to get new curtains. I need to get a new couch because my big old body's been tearing up this couch for almost 2 years with the toenails and fingernails and various guitar and different tools and stuff rubbing up against things and fall asleep with stuff in my hands and stuff. But I got almost all the way I wanted it. I'm gonna show you these lights. Brittany gave me these lights that got glitter in them. So I got another set of lights, and then I got a centerpiece for the wall. It's 5 characters from Sailor Moon, the 5 main characters. And I moved the furniture around because it's about to be here on time and don't want up against the wall. Right? So, wigs are still in the same place, but I moved the dresser over there. Right? Oh, yeah, and clothes. Oh, I got some good clothes coming too. And I got even more good clothes already, right? We'll see them in all these upcoming videos. So, I got this really just cool mini dress, right? Right. The irregular hem on that. Don't worry, you can't see nothing. Everything matches. Black and white striped gloves, black and white striped socks, black and white striped mini dress, and a black bikini bottom on. I want to put pink curtains in here, and I can put the blue ones back in the kitchen and the gray ones back in the bedroom. And then I gotta start working on decorating either the kitchen or the bedroom next. I think I'll do the kitchen next because I haven't lived in the bedroom since I started experimenting last year with sex to see if I could do this or not. If I was going to like men, or if I was going to have to be one of those trans girls that like girls. But I'm not using the bedroom until I feel that I've come to a place where I have a boyfriend and we care about each other, because I don't want to sleep with a bunch of men in a bed and then have somebody I care about sleeping in a bed with me. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? When I have my first boyfriend, I want it to be special, is what I'm saying. And delineated or demarcated by things that I reserve just for that person. You know? So, anyways, I hope as it gets lighter and lighter out here. I went back with the light foundation today, and I put a little bit of lip liner on, then I put red lipstick, then I wiped it all off, then I put lip gloss on. So, one of these days when I get all this stuff done this winter, tattoos, jewelry, clothes, decorating, all that, then I'm going to go start paying for vocal coaching. So, mirror's still there. There's our centerpiece, right? Table's there. I'm not sure. I think I might put the table back against the wall. So I used tapestry to partially cover up the ugly closet doors that they say they're gonna replace for every year, but I've been here 6 years and there are people who've been here longer and they never do. They say they're going to, but they never do. Right? Yeah, so I got everything decorated. The kitchen is bare because, like I did with the living room, I took everything down in all the rooms as a way of being like, it's only going to look the way I want it to. Now, of course, there's the glitter lights Brittany gave me. Right? These got different colored glitters in them. Okay. Sewing machine. Martha gave me a sewing machine, so I finally have a sewing machine. Oh. Yeah. All the Grateful Dead stickers. I got a pack of Grateful Dead stickers on Amazon. So, anyways, I got these 3 paintings Martha did. There. She was going to Normandale, and she took these art classes, and she had to draw, like, the same scene, like, in different seasons. So, I got an autumn, a winter, and a spring scene. So, I put them on the wall over here by the door, and whatever season it is, or closest to it, I put on the top, and then they follow chronologically down in a staggering order. So currently it's fall, so we have fall. When it becomes winter, fall will come down here to the bottom, and then spring will come up to the next spot, and winter will ascend to the current position. Right? No. You know, of course, I've never done this before while I was doing my videos, right? So I started with the bathroom, right? It's a little bit of a mess. No, filthy. So I got in the new bathroom set. It says "Get Naked." It's got rugs and toilet seat covers and all that. But I still want to, like, I don't know, do like a mural or wallpaper or something in there with some kind of pattern on it. It's cute. And then, of course, the bedroom. So, like I said, I stripped down the bedroom. I put those blue curtains in the living room and the gray curtains because I realized at one point that the pink curtains I had hung up in the living room originally were kind of opaque. They were kind of see-through. So I put them in the kitchen, since I'm never in the kitchen. And then I put the curtains from the kitchen and the living room in there, and I haven't actually hung new curtains up yet because I was waiting until I got actually new curtains before I put curtains back in the bedroom and put the old curtains back in the kitchen because I'm not using the bedroom. So I boxed up a lot of my books. Some of them in the front closet, and then some of them are here in my rack trunk and on top of it in the bookcase. So you see, the bedroom's really actually really bare, right? Because again, I've scrubbed the walls, I've cleaned it, I've gotten everything out of it. I'm gonna redecorate it. It's gonna be the last room I redecorate. I'm gonna do the kitchen next. I'm gonna do the bathroom, and then I'm gonna come in here to the bedroom. And while everything else is kind of hippie chic or cross between all these different things, anime, punk, goth, you know, conservative, old-fashioned, you know, it's a eclectic mix, meant to do exactly what it does. Like, I've had more than one person come in here, like people that didn't even know me, and be like, this place is so calm. And I was like, yeah, first it was because of my PTSD, and then once I started taking estrogen, and I had all these emotions and feelings and all these different things I'd never had before, then it was expanded to not only still be calm and to calm people and to make people happy, but then expanded to include every style, every color I could get my hands on. You know, putting all my, you know, appearance and correlation things together to make a hodgepodge that was really cool and so calming and happy, but uniquely me. And of course, my favorite thing about this apartment, although the manager and the assistant manager are pretty cool, and I got lots of girlfriends here who are cool and love me. I like the neighborhood. But for 6 years now, in the spring I watch it bud. In the summer it's like looking at a forest out in my living room while I sit in the living room or wake up in the bedroom or whatever. In the winter it houses all these birds. But my tree, right? I don't think I've done this in my videos yet, but my tree. It is a big old honking tree, and it's my favorite thing My favorite 5-hour thing about my apartment is that I look out the window and there's my tree. No matter which room I'm in, I come out here to the kitchen. I look out the window and there is my tree. So, anyways, like I said, I'm getting better at the clothes. I still mostly wear my comfort bra from Playtex. I got with the front clothes on it. I did break out my push-up bra to go to the VA and over the other week. Still taking prep. Doctor gave me progesterone, so I don't have to get so much topical and spend so much money on it off of Amazon. I cut out the other supplements because with the progesterone, which hopefully, if it does what everybody claims it does, is not only going to help my body feminize, but it will also capture my system and make the last of the testosterone go away. I'll find out in 3 more weeks when I get my hormones tested again. Last time my testosterone was at 300, and my estrogen, which it was the morning after, like right after I did a shot in the middle of the night, right? Because I just got my injections back. It was like 260. And I think that both my testosterone went higher and my estrogen had dropped. My estrogen spiked high on the test because I had just literally done an injection. So the dude was like, no, let's wait a good month and a half and then have you in here towards the middle end of your weekly between injections to get an accurate read of where it's at after that initial spike dissipates and where it's not, where it's the lowest it's going to be for the week, right? And he gave me progesterone, so I'm taking 100 milligrams of progesterone. And between, but everything I think spiked and dropped and reversed because the previous doctor had took away my injections, put me on horse equine-derived patches, and cut my dose in half, and I laid in bed all of July and part of August feeling like I was dying. I mean, literally, like, for the first 4 or 5 days, I couldn't even roll over on the couch. I had to crawl to the bathroom and pull myself up and crawl back, and couldn't reach remotes or get drinks, had to have people come check on me, everything. I mean, I thought I was dying. I thought I was going to die alone in my apartment at 51 years old. And now I feel great. I feel great. Like, everything's back, everything seems to be, like, feminizing even faster. Like, my boobs seem to be like they're filling out. But anyways, but with all these things happening, especially when I got the step back, I had already decided, when I did all my research last year and the beginning of this year, I saw that people who took the kind of supplements I was taking and stuff, and these alternative methods, would say that even though they were plant-based, that you would build up a resistance to them, and that you should take a break. So I already decided, it had been like 6 months, well, these different supplements, so I already decided I was taking a break from the supplements. And I was taking a break for a month and a half when I got the injections back. And I just decided to stay off them. And the testosterone was pretty low at 300, you know, and the estrogen was high when it was peaking. So I imagine that when I go back at towards October, that I'll get he'll get a more accurate read, but it will be up where it's supposed to be. I personally am subscribing to somebody's method that I saw. Oh, I'm not gonna advocate or remain nameless. I went out with that cis women have like over 300 on the average, so I'm pushing for boom, 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 maximum feminization. Whatever I've done so far, it's caused my lips to feminize, it's giving me hips, it's giving me thighs, it's giving me a soft booty, that's continuously looking bigger and bigger. What else? I wore the long wig. First time I left the house in a long wig, I wore it to the VA. Biggest mistake in my life. Oh my god. I am not wearing it again until this last one heals, and I have a hoop in there instead of a stud. Everywhere I went, every 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, I was like, ah! The hair was getting caught on my stud. It got caught on my headphones, got caught on the stud. The hair got caught on the stud. If I tried to move something, it got caught on the stud. If the wind blew, I went like this to light a cigarette. If I shook my head, you know, anything, it got caught on the stud, and I would have to stop and be like, and making all these weird sounds to sit while I pulled the hair. The stud while I won, because I just pierced. It was when I just pierced the second hole the other week, and it hurt like the third one does now. But I was like, oh no, until these heal up, and I can put the third hoop in like I planned, because I got hoops for it. And so I already got the first 2 hoops in. As soon as this one healed up enough, I changed the piercing stud out. So yes, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've done all 7 of my piercings at home, because I'm like that. I won't pay for something if I can do it. If I had the time and the inclination, I probably would have bought a tattoo gun. And all the rest of that stuff, and just be doing my tattoos myself. But I can't see my back. I can't see a lot of places, and I'm only left-handed. So, but anyways, Emily deserves some money. If y'all can get down to St. Paul Tattoo, Emily deserves your business, right? She's cool. She was really cool. Really, really cool. I think that she probably has the nice artistic and feminine touch to feminize my almost sleeved arms. And then we'll see where we're going from there. But I promised her to probably at least a year or 2 years worth of stuff by the time the arms are done. And maybe some of the back and the legs filled in a little bit more, you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But, yeah, I've been playing a lot of guitar, and I've been in a video lately. Martial arts, I've been teaching Uncle Ed. I didn't put a video up this weekend because we were kind of informal and I was a little intoxicated. And I had gotten this 2-piece blue top and skirt outfit. And, I've been reviewing that before, eating pizza and stuff like that, so it irritated my already irritable bowels and caused me to swell up like y'all see sometimes. I'll have my belly out and my belly look like I'm 4 months pregnant or whatever, because it's not because I'm fat. I'm really not. I got this little itty bitty belly here. That's it. And most of it's because my bottom discs are gone and my back, you know, my back arches because of it. Oh man, teaching Goulet an hour a week has been putting me up in bed. That's the other thing about making videos. The making videos with Goulet on the weekends has been putting me in bed, in pain for days. And I'm not even doing anything like I used to. I'm not being thrown down. I'm not acrobatic. I'm not jump kicking. I'm not jump spinning kicking. I'm not rolling. I'm not cartwheeling. I'm not doing aerials or flips or anything. You know, because I can't anymore. I just can't. You know, I can barely carry groceries these days. You know, I can still line my body up and hit hard, all that stuff, because that's just force. But as far as like carrying bags of groceries down the street, like I had to wait to go to a food shelf today because I had to wait for somebody to give me a ride, because I can't carry all the food they give me the 4 blocks to the bus stop. I just can't. You know, it kills me. And the same thing, you know, I have to be real careful. I have to make trips up and down the stairs where I carry everything up to one landing, one bag at a time, take a break, carry it up to the next landing, you know, and be careful not to bend over, be careful not to, you know. So, I mean, I'm refreshing Goulet and we're learning, but I'll be glad when a second student comes back that he can work with so that I can just stand around and coach. Because as sad as it is to say, and I know people have a lot of opinions about this in the martial arts world, I still have knowledge I'm capable of teaching. And, but I just can't. I can't do a lot of the grappling, the throwing, you know, a lot of the acrobatic stuff. I just can't do. I can stand up and I can punch and kick and move around and stuff, but even that extracts a toll on my body now because my back's so bad. But I still have to do at least a little bit of it, even if it's painful, because I have to do something for exercise, you know. because I can't just let my body deteriorate. So I'm doing the same thing I've done for the last 10 years. Before I was being acrobatic and grappling and everything, carrying groceries and riding bikes all over town and everything else. And now I just do an hour of martial arts a weekend, you know. And even that is limited into trying not to bend over as much as possible. You know, I bend over a little bit, but mostly I'm squatting as opposed to bending. So that's most of my update, I think. Like I said, yeah, I got a bunch of cool clothes. I think anything else? I thought about something and it escaped my mind. Yeah. Went through a lot of changes. I think the gender euphoria finally disappeared completely. And for a minute, it threw me for a loop because I was like, well, what do I do now if I don't have this good feeling I had? Is my anxiety gonna come back? But it didn't. You know, I got, thank God. Turns out Jesus loves me after all. Even though I am like the redheadedest of the redheadedest of the childless redhead stepchildren of Jesus. And I don't even claim most of his are friends. You know, I don't like the friends of Jesus. No, I don't. I don't like the friends of any of them religions. You know. So, anyways, you know, it's cooling off finally. It's not too hot. It's gonna be in the 80s these next 2 days. So I'm gonna turn the air back on. That's what I'm getting ready for before I go to sleep. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something. I forgot it. I remembered it, and I forgot it again. Oh, the gender euphoria. Yeah. I'm always all over the place these days. So, gender euphoria went away. I was worried about the anxiety, but it didn't come back, right? I'm looking for a comfortable spot. It's a good time. It didn't come back, so that was good. And I wondered if I didn't have the euphoria, and other things changed as things normalized, as I got used to the hormones, my body feminized, as I got used to this daily grind. What was going to happen? Was I going to be angry? Was I going to go back to being my old self that was like aggressive? And no, and some things have changed. My negative emotions a little bit are, you know, so just a little bit with some people. We got a guy in the apartment complex. He's a tall guy like me. He's a little bit taller and bigger than me. Maybe my age or a little bit older. Every time he see me, he'd do me like I was Pavlov's dog and the bell was ringing, or that hustler and domination stuff that people do to test you out in public, where he'd pull up in his car 20 feet away with his windows up and the music turned up and be yelling. You could see him yelling, looking at me, pointing, going. You know, and then another day he pulled in, rolled out his window and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna talk to you, come here." And you know, and I grew up with all that stuff, man. I've seen every 2-bit hustle in the world. And the last thing I've ever done, even as a boy, was when somebody was like, even across the street, like, "Hey, come here, I'm gonna talk to you." I'd be like, you better catch up and keep up. You wanna talk to me? I'm going someplace. Because people like that, that's how they establish their dominance first, is they point at you and be like, "Come here, I need to talk to you." No, "Come on, man, come here." And when you acquiesce, that signals that if they're pushy and aggressive and forceful enough, then eventually you will say yes to everything. You know, and nobody's my husband, my pimp, my boss, or, you know, I'm not nobody's dog. So I've been ignoring it. And it low-key irritated me, but I was just like, I'm gonna let go. I was like, he's gonna come up to me, he's gonna do it to me in front of me. Well, Kadro was here, and she held the camera while her brother led me to martial arts. And when we went to go back for the door, this guy was coming down inside, and there's an open window next to the door. As I went to put my key in the lock, I hear, "Don't open the door, I'm gonna open it." I couldn't see him. I went to push my key in again. I said, "Don't open the door, I'm gonna open it. Don't open that door." Well, the car on. Opened the door and I held it open. And he came through. And he stopped. And he looked at KJ, and he looked at the lad, and he did one of these with me. Alright, let me get the light on. He did one of these with me. He was like, I said, don't open the door. And I looked at him. And I ain't yell, and I ain't cuss. But my tone of voice definitely bothered him, and tone changed louder and sterner. And I looked at him and I said, my dad's been dead for a bunch of years now. And I was like, and if you want anything from me, you would better say please. And have a pleasant tone of voice. And he looked at me and he looked at them again. I think I was dead. But about that time he realized we were all three together. He hadn't before. And as he started to walk off, I turned and looked over my shoulder before I took to the door and went, and Gimme got shot in the parking lot and didn't come back for no water. Have a nice day, sweetie. I went upstairs. But I knew it was coming eventually. I knew eventually he was going to force some kind of dominance talk right face to face with me. And, you know, I mean, you know, he didn't have any reason for it. There was nothing in his hands. There was, you know, he just decided he was going to stretch his dominance over me. He told me not to open the door. Because, of course, anybody that's a least bit independent was going to open the door anyways. Right? I'm a tenant. I have a key. I'm going to open the door if I want to. You know, my day. But that was like the second time. That was the closest. The first time was when that guy in the store was stealing from me, working in the store, and I had to tell him he should be ashamed of himself. But other than that, I've been pleasant and sweet, even on the internet when things would really make me go through the roof on a DM or a message on somebody and tell me to kick rocks and everything else. I'm just like, I'm gonna pray for you, sweetie. Hope you find healing. And Jesus loves you, and I love you, but you can't talk to me like this, and you have a nice day. Or I tell somebody, look, I'm sorry, sweetie, but the conversation you're having with me, I have to report it. And now I'm going to block you. And I'm just telling you so you know that what I'm doing. Because you said something to me that is so heinous that I have to report it. Like a girl, a trans girl, was talking about her dom made her go off prep and was making her have sex with people who were HIV positive and turned out to get her to contract HIV. And at that point, I felt, you know, I'll hook up at like Grindr. I felt compelled with somebody telling me that they were complicit in acquiring HIV and spreading it and not taking medicine because their dom said so. And human trafficking, that I told them I was very sorry, but I was going to do what I had to do, and I reported them. I blocked them. But at no point was I rude. I wasn't angry. I didn't shame or judge. I just said that the nature of the conversation required me to do something about it. Otherwise, I would be complicit. You know, because I'm really not down with that kind of thing. Like getting it and spreading diseases on purpose. Just because that is this dude's abusive psychopathy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, and so he's doing that to people, and he's doing it to people that have whatever kind of kink or lifestyle craving that they need to be owned and have every aspect of their life orchestrated by someone else. And I'm not judging for the kink because, I mean, I've become fairly submissive myself, but not like that. No one would ever make health decisions like that for me, or make me a prostitute or a sex worker. You know, but I would give my submission to somebody I trust, who earned it wholeheartedly. I am pretty girly now. You know, the variety and complexity and texture of emotions still continues to bombard me. I feel all these different things and experience all these different feelings and thoughts. You know, I guess it's serendipity, like I've said for a long time, that I find things before I know I need them. But I wish I could have done this years ago, on one hand. But on the other hand, I also realized that I don't have too many regrets in my life, and that all the things I did, with a few exceptions, were awesome. I had a lot of fun. I mean, I walked through hell and darkness for a decade until I started estrogen because of Iraq. But the being itself in Iraq wasn't the hard part. It was once I came home and the PTSD kicked in. And I had to deal with normal people, with civilians again. You know, with chaos, with people that didn't have any respect for the rules or for each other. You know, and then I lost my mind. But in the military in Iraq, where the rules were the rules, and I knew I could trust people to one degree or another, as far as you can trust anybody in the military that you're overseas with and at war with, you know, that was comforting, you know, that as bad as anything might have been in Iraq, that bond made it all tolerable, you know, at least in the sense that PTSD didn't happen until I was surrounded by civilians again. You know. But anyways, everything's going good. I'm feminizing. Got my first tattoo in 7 years. Since before Leela came along, who I miss incredibly, by the way. I can only hope that she knows I love her forever. I miss my other daughter who's graduated from college. I haven't seen her since she was 2 months old. I imagine she may watch these videos one day. And if she does, I want you to know that I miss you every day. Every day. All my life. I can probably talk about it now without crying. And even now, I'm on this estrogen. I have all these emotions. I'm tearing up. But I couldn't talk about it like this for a long time, except in anger. Or crying. Until I was sick. Oh, maybe someday we can have a cup of coffee. You know. And talk about it. You know. But if you're watching this, you can always come here. Anytime you want. I'm your daddy. Or your daddy mommy, as it were now. You're the mommy who used to be known as a daddy. The mom, daddy, mom, the ding dong. Yeah. Alright, I'm getting silly. It's almost bedtime. I had breakfast. I did my makeup. Man comes in about 15 minutes. So I did my makeup, did this video, and to do a guitar video. I'm gonna do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something for guitar. And the mailman over here, so, you know, I've been telling everybody all night, I talked to on the internet that, well, you know, yeah, it's early, I'm doing my makeup before I go to bed, because, you know, I gotta go and meet the mailman. So, yeah, I really like you. I want to. Yep. So, me and Dolly, the little rider Dolly, are gonna hang out, watch Sailor Moon, on top of Sailor Moon, you know, and, I guess I'm gonna get to watch these videos in a minute and see how the sunlight looks on my makeup, and, you know, take some pictures, maybe put a couple different outfits on. I got new outfits. Yeah, I got a couple of two-piece outfits. I got a cropped hoodie and a mini skirt that's OD green, like the hoodie dress I got last month. And I got a A-line skirt with flowers that's pleated with a halter top. Same color. And I got a green tie-dye ruck skirt that has 2 strings on each side. It's knee length. And you can pull the strings all the way up to where it's a micro. It's really cool. I like wearing it with the OD green cropped hoodie one I got. But, you know, I got a couple things. I got another anime thing because I decided that I like the bikini tops and bottoms for the triangle bikinis and the string bikinis better than I like the panties and the bras when it's really hot out or even nice. So I've been ordering these different things. Now I have blue and white striped ones like I had. I have red and white striped ones. I got a black and white striped one coming. I got a cow one. And then I got with the white with the black spots on. And then I got one that says F me on the crotch, so that's as explicit a description as I'm going to get with it, and it's solid black. What else did I get this month? I got some other things. I got the bracelet, the anklet. Oh, I got a charm bracelet set with a whole bunch of charms and bracelet bangles that I make things out. And I got the 4 piercing for the two additional holes in there. I got the 4 throwaway piercing kits, and I got a tattoo. And think anything else? I have a shoulderless mini hoodie dress coming. Doesn't actually have a hood on it, but it's like hoodie material. It's black. It's got yellow sunflowers on it on the front and back, and it's got yellow skulls mixed in with the sunflowers. It's pretty cool. And then I got a goth steampunk like lace up, spaghetti strap, bustier looking kind of shirt, tank top coming. And and I have the black and white bikini coming. So. And then next month I think I'm going to get some leggings. And I'm going to get some different makeup stuff. I've been putting it off all these months since I started makeup. I really need to actually get half decent. It doesn't have to be expensive, but I just need the whole variety of makeup brushes and sponges and stuff now. I'm starting to get better at it. It would be a whole lot easier if I had the right equipment. I've been winging it with just a couple different things, and then using Q-tips for other stuff and cotton balls for other stuff, and I mean, I just been winging it, MacGyvering it, like I do. But what else was that? Oh, and I found the blue and white elbow gloves, fingerless elbow gloves, in a place called Tish Africa. They're coming sometime between now and Monday. They might even be down there when the mailman comes right now. That's why I was going to go down there and see the mailman. Make sure I had all my makeup on. I heard a rumor he's been seen coming out of somebody's apartment. I'm not going to say what apartment I work for, or even who it was, because I can't either confirm or deny the rumor. And even if I could, I wouldn't want to get somebody in trouble. But that dude is spicy, apparently. I'm not mad at him. If someone were looking at me, they'd be like, "Oh my God, that girl constantly, she a hoe. She got all kinds of people coming in. All their news coming in her apartment in the middle of the night, the daytime, the morning, the evening." I'm like, that's cool. Tell everybody they gotta be nice to me and not have any STDs. So far I've been lucky, good, knock on wood covered with vinyl and foam and whatever. I'm on my prep. Oh my God, zip. Oh, you can't hardly see it in this light. It's a little red still, that perfect skin's peeling off. Oh my God, I'm breaking out like I haven't since I was a teenager. No, that's not the only one. That's the only one that I hit that one with a razor, so it cut the whole top off and bled and scabbed and taking a little bit to go away. But the rest of them, I had the good sense to feel around and go, oh no, let's avoid this with the razor. Run around the street looking like we're a leper or something, or got a face full of syphilis sores or something like that. Anyways, I gotta play a song, and I gotta go check my mail, and then I have got to take my prep and stuff, and have something in my stomach while I do it, and take my progesterone with it, and go to sleep, so I can get up tonight and enjoy my Friday night. Oh, Brady and the boys won last night. I'm still a Patriots fan. I grew up in New England. It's all things Massachusetts. But I'm also a Brady fan, which means that I'm watching Tampa. Watched Gronk catch a couple touchdown passes. Watched Antonio Brown catch one. Cute boy. And watched Brady, 44 years old, with the sportscaster saying, you know, I asked him all these Super Bowls, and now you switch team, and the year you switch team late in the year with no preseason and COVID, you won another Super Bowl. Hey, it was time to do that mic drop and walk off the stage. But he was like, no. But he was like, first off, I promised Tampa 2 years. And even if I hadn't, I'm at love. You seen him on the commercials last night. I guess he just he about to pass Brewery's passing record. So I guess he's just, you know, he came to a point where he was like, okay, well, you know, whatever point I'm making, I might as well make all of them. He's gonna take Rodgers' commercial spot fame and everybody's records and be forever known as that guy who was just as fast, just as strong, still can throw the ball 50, 60 yards into the end zone, even though it got intercepted. But he threw it all the way to the end zone, 44 years old in the third quarter. Or was it the fourth quarter? I can't remember. Anyways, yeah, so I got mad respect for the guy. You know, he's like competitive. You know, I was always been like that too. I was like, if you hurt me, if you shame me, if you challenge me, I will win until it is complete and utter capitulation. You know, like Muhammad Ali would rumble in the jungle. He was like, you gotta say my name. Not that slave name. You gotta say my name before it's done. That famous picture standing over him like, say my name. I'm the baddest man in the world. Or baddest baby, as it were. But anyways, lovelies, I hope everyone has a good day. If you're looking at this and you're trans or you're a trans girl or you're thinking about coming out, just know it doesn't have to all be bad. And even when it's bad, I think that most of these guys, that even though they talk about a lot about the bad for other people's sake, they're just coming along. It's a lot of fun. It really is. I mean, I don't know if you know how to have fun. Or at least for me, I can't speak for nobody else. I'm having a blast. Like, a blast. Even the sex changed. Before I was just hooking up with download dudes. And it was just sex, but and it was okay because it was still helping me to see myself in the lens in the mirror of others, you know. But 2 months ago, something changed, and now I'm getting people that want to kiss and hold and message and talk, and you know, that are actually acting like they would like to be normal human beings with me and treat me like a girl and appreciate me as a girl and compliment me as a girl and hug me and hold me and kiss me and hug me when they leave and come back, you know. So something subtle changed. A lot of things changed subtle, and I've rambled, and I got 2 parts of the video. This one's already 42 minutes long or 40 minutes long, so I'm gonna have to stop. I'll do several videos, I guess, later. But anyways, that's why I haven't made a video in a minute, because everything is in such flux that I'm like, where do I start without wandering? You know. Anyways, I am gonna be out of here because of course I dropped my phone, but you know, just like Usagi, just like the pretty girl fighting monsters after midnight. It's hard work, and it ain't really good. Don't be afraid to like, subscribe, share, comment. Even if you hate me, talk bad about me to people. You know? Stalk me, talk bad about me, hate me. But, you know. They're like Obi-Wan said to Darth Vader, if you strike me down, you only make me stronger. Similar concept. Love and peace.